Good morning, fans. This is your girl from Mel'S Match Hat, and this is the episode 2, week 3 of Ring of Honor TV. How is everybody's Saturday morning going? Mine is going phenomenal because technically I'm taping this and videoing this Friday night, so you can tell I'm really tired. Um, we had a great week of wrestling. We had a great Ring of Honor. It's getting better and better. Um, just to make sure that you all know that when I do Supercard of Honor, which is the 31st of March, I'm going to include the go home show for Supercard of Honor. So there will be no actual Ring of Honor review. There will be a review, but of the pay per view. Okay, so just bear in mind. So there will be no Ring of Honor review, but it will be a review of of Supercard of Honor. And I think that's taking place at 7 p.m. or is it 4 p.m.? I got to get the logistics of that. But just to so you don't think I missed or anything, it will be on a preview and predictions situation. So we had a very action packed Ring of Honor show. We are going to get right into it, but first and foremost, we got to get into my people um, that I support and I use, and I think the world of them. I wanted to tell you to go to Harry's.com. Go go to their website for all your shaving and toiletry essentials. I kid you not. If you have a beard, go to Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com and get all your beard essentials, oils, shampoo, etc., to keep your beard nice and soft and supple. Please do me a favor and go to the people over at Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com. And if you want to murder your thirst, go and get those people. Now, you saw that I had in Arizona. I just wanted to taste it. I've never tasted the raspberry iced tea. I'm a Snapple girl, okay? But I wanted to try it. I'm gonna use it just to drink the rest for the review, and that'll probably be the end of it. So go check out the people over at Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com. They have 3 new iced teas, brand new: regular lemon iced tea, lemonade iced tea, and peach. Peach, I'm still trying to get to. Also, they have added a new sparkling water, which is melon, and then you could also get the ones that have already been out, which is mango, orange, mixed berry, and lime. And with the old Sampai, which is the spring water and the sparkling water. So go check them out at liquiddeath.com. Please do me a favor and go check out the people over at Death Wish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com. Go and there's a plethora of coffees there. They have merchandise, the whole should do. Please go check that out at deathwishcoffee.com. April, I think it's April 10th or the 12th. You'd have to go on to the website to find out. But the next event for House of Glory, you could go check that out at hogwrestling.net. And also, April 2nd is coming very, very quickly. What is April 2nd? You're going to ask? It's World Autism Awareness Day. So go check them out. Go check all about autism. You can research it on the computer. You can do the old Googler situation. But I want you to do something for me. Let's turn all social media blue. Let's take a selfie, post it on your social media, tag me, then do hashtag World Autism Awareness Day. Let's light this blue up because I wear blue. Shouldn't you on April 2nd? Also, please, let's just, like, if you find a story about autism, repost it, do something. and just tag me into it. I want to see how many people could do this during the whole entire April. It's going to be. See, the thing is that it doesn't just stop for one day or 1 month here. It doesn't stop because I'm an autistic parent. I have a child that has autism, and I've been an advocate before advocacy was cool. Okay, I have to speak for my son. I have to advocate for my son. I have to do stuff that will be in his best interest. And I have like 6 more months and it's going to be crazy. My son is going to be 18 years old and I'm like, I'm not ready for it. And he's graduating high school this year. It's crazy. But he is just making me so proud. And with what happened last year with the loss of my mother, he has been the most unbelievable boy on the planet. He is the one that had. I was scared that he was gonna lose it, and I didn't know how to. I didn't know I wouldn't have known how to deal with it, but he surprised the shit out of me, and I'm just incredibly blessed to have him that way. He's been through a lot in the past almost 18 years, with the loss of his grandmother, which is the biggest thing. And he's been helping me out. So I have to honor him and I'm proud of him and I love him to death. And, things could have been worse. And I'm thanking my lucky stars for him. So I'm going to share little stories, either through my shorts or on Twitter or on Instagram of my son, hopefully each and every day. If I can remember. But yeah, I'm gonna share some stories. I'm gonna, it's gonna be trying, but also then I believe next next Friday's show 283. It's gonna be dedicated to my mother because her her anniversary of her death is next weekend, and I'm going to need a lot of strength, and it's going to be next 283 will be dedicated to her, and I'm going to try to do a picture of her, and I'm going to put it up in the stream and everything. I got to learn how to do this. I'm going to work on it this coming week to get a picture ready so I could switch it from my phone to the computer, and then I'll dedicate the show to my mother because of her anniversary's coming up. It's been a year already. I know it's crazy. Let's get to this. I want to enjoy the rest of my Saturday morning, so let's get to this. We have a packed show. So Ring of Honor had the world champion proving ground match. Claudio Castagnoli versus Willie Mack. Mike Bennett versus Dante Martin. Blake Christian versus Melita Leak versus the Trustbusters. Eddie Kingston versus Jeeves K. Ring of Honor Women's Champion Proving Ground match. Athena versus Hyen. Silas Young versus Marcus Cross. Ring of Honor 6-man Tag Team Championship match. The Embassy versus Dalton Castle and the Boys. Christopher Daniels and Matt Sydal versus the Outrunners. Madison Rain versus Trisha Dora. Ring of Honor Pure Champion Willa Yuta versus Clark Connors. So let's get this started. It's coming from the Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, and the announcers, which are Ian Riccaboni and Caprice Coleman. First match, Ring of Honor World Championship Proving Ground match. Claudio Castagnoli versus Willie Mack. There was actually a rule to this Proving Ground match, which I love this stuff. It's where that the challenger either beats the opponent, beats the champion, or lasts 10 minutes. And obviously we'll be giving a championship match. Mac gets the better of the exchange early, sending Claudio to the floor as Mac humps the mat. Claudio back in the ring, but Mac catches him with a running Hurricane Rana for a two. Claudio reverses a headlock for a standing vertical suplex. Mac catches a charging Claudio with a huge drop kick to the face and for a two. I just lost my place. A huge drop kick to the face and for a two count. Claudio blocks an exploder suplex with some elbows to the face in the corner. Claudio looks for a butterfly suplex, but Mac drops to his knees to break the grip before delivering some hard forearms. Running clothesline by Claudio gets a two count. Claudio now gets the butterfly suplex for another two count. Huge Samoan drop by Mac and a kip up. Standing moon suplex by Mac gets a two. Exploder by Mac gets a very long two count. Both men trade forearms and Claudio covers up. Claudio hits a rope and Mac counters with a sky high. Another long two count. Frog splash by Mac but Claudio moves and Mac lands on his feet, but Claudio comes in with a brutal European uppercut and seals the deal. Claudio Castagnoli picks up the win, and Mac doesn't get a title shot. Claudio Castagnoli goes over and shakes an unconscious Mac's hand after the match in the show of respect, which is cool. Match 2, Mike Bennett and Matt Tavern versus Dante Martin and Darius Martin. So it's Mike Bennett versus Dante Martin. Both men trade wrist locks until Bennett delivers a palm strike to the face. Drop kick to the face by Dante and took a plancha to the outside. Dante throws Bennett into the steel steps face first. Taven distracts Martin, allowing Bennett to drill Martin with a pile driver on the ramp. Dante barely makes it in before the 20 count, as Bennett jumps on him quickly, attacking the arm. Hammerlock DDT by Bennett. Bennett sends Martin into the ropes, but Martin flies back with a clothesline. Martin with a springboard crossbody from the apron that gets a 2 count. Martin picks Bennett up in a package pile driver before hosting him up into a package power bomb. Sorry. That's a new one, long 2 count. Bennett tries to fight back with heavy chops and does, as Martin responds in a kind big boot by Bennett. One from Martin, another one, and another. Spear by Bennett. Spicoli driver by Bennett gets a 2 count. London Dudgeon by Bennett and homage to Nigel McGuinness. Martin fights his way to the ropes and gets there. Both men now fighting on the top rope, but Bennett has Martin in a fireman's carry, only for Martin to reverse it into a avalanche Hurricane Rana. Super kick to Bennett and a frog splash off the top. 2 count. Bennett traps Martin with a Kimura, but Martin rolls into a cover 4-2. Martin has Bennett up in a half and half suplex, but spins him out into a side effect that gets the win. Winner is Dante Martin. After the match, Matt Tavern attacks Dante Martin after the match, but Darius makes the save. Match 3, Trustbusters versus Metalik and Blake Christian. Metalik with a springboard to Davari to start. Big backbreaker to Metalik and reverse sling blade. Walking crossbody off the middle rope by Metalik gets a 2 count. Slim J drops Metalik from the outside, and Davari in control with some mountain punches. Now Slim J doubles suplex by Trustbusters 2 count. Christian gets in now with a crossbody and a basement 619. Pump knee to Davari, but Slim J trips Christian up and body slams him on the outside. Trustbusters now making frequent tags and keeping Christian in their corner. Davari putting the shoulders to Christian in the corner now. Jay and Metalik are in now, and a step on Tietas by Jay. Metalik comes off the middle rope with a crossbody, but Jay connects with the anti-air drop kick. Moonsault by Jay misses. Moonsault by Metalik lands, and Davari breaks up the count at 2. Springboard double stomp by Christian to Davari, and Frosberry flop, airplay spin, Michinoku driver by Mel'S. 1, 2, 3. Winners Mel'S and Blake Christian. You can see exhaustion is in my eyes right now. Match 4, Jeeves K versus Eddie Kingston. Wristlock Kingston as Claudio appears to take a seat in the front row. Outside the ring, Kingston throws K in the front row. Claudio gets covered in beer. Back in the ring, Scioto suplex Kingston, Dragon Sleeper, and this one's over. Winner, Eddie Kingston. Short and sweet, and I love those matches. Match 5, Ring of Honor World Champion Proving Ground match, Athena versus Hyen. Big boot Athena to start, but Hyen responds with a drop kick and a soccer kick. Hyman attempts a second one, and, well, maybe it lands it. That looked rough. Athena catches Hyen charging with a bossman slam and bounces her head off the mat, nearly attacking the referee. Running crossbody by Hyen and a waist slam. Big leg drop gets only a 1 count. Hyen on the apron, and Athena cartwheel on the apron and lands a power bomb to the floor. Wow, cartwheel power bomb off the apron. Athena throws Hyen into the steel steps before rolling her in the ring and somehow only getting a 2 count. Crossface by Athena, and Hyen taps out. Athena picks up the win. Match 6, Silas Young versus Marcus Cross. Hammerlock by Silas, who grounds Cross immediately. Cross counters, but Silas cartwheels out and grabs a headlock. Low spinning back kick by Cross, and Silas bridges out. Both men trading pinning combinations until Silas gets fed up and plants Cross by a clothesline. Cross escapes with a side kick and comes off the top with a crossbody. Full Nelson into a knee by Silas, and rolling PGY plunge by Silas, and this one is over. Winner is Silas. Silas tells us, when you think about Ring of Honor, you think of the last real man. Silas, nobody in the locker room measures up to Silas. Wait a second. Shane Taylor is back. Taylor says the most dominant Ring of Honor TV champion of all time, and challenges Silas to next week. Okay, we're going to have that next week. Pretty interesting. Match 7. Ring of Honor 6-man championship, the Embassy versus Dalton Castle and the Boys. Khan and Castles to start. Drop step by Castle and Tebow suplex. Boy 1 and Boy 2 are in now, and it's a trifecta of clotheslines. Boy 2 gets lifted and brought into the Embassy's corner. Khan slaps Toa in the face, and then Toa avalanche Boy 2 in the corner. Toa charges Boy 2, but Boy 2 moves and Boy 1 comes off the top with a forearm. Castle back in as the boys drop Toa with a pair of basement flatliners and a splash by Castle for 1. Castle gets the boot, but Khan catches Castle from the apron. Boy 1 gets the tag, but right into the arms of Brian Cage. Power slam. Toa sends Castle into the steel steps on the outside. Khan grounds Boy 2 and delivers a brutal elbow for a 2. Backbreaker by Khan on the top turnbuckle. Toa then crushes Boy 2 on the apron. Deadlift suplex outside in by Cage. Hard body slam by Toa, who's now legal. Spinebuster by Toa on Boy 2 gets another 2 count. Toa misses a charge and posts himself while Boy 2 gets the tag to Castle. Khan in now, and Castle now cleans house. Deadlift T-bone suplex to Cage, and Khan as a big boot sends Toa to the floor. Inverted sling blade to Khan gets 2. Bang-a-rang to Khan, but Prince Nana pulls out. Super kick to Castle from Cage. Boy 1 gets super kick 2. F5 to Castle. Boy 2 Cage in place with soul food into an enziguri. Sliced bread. Toa is here, so is Khan. Khan with a brutal lariat to Boy 1. Boy 2 gets caught in a crossbody and then face plants, then gets planted face first on the top of Boy 1 with a face buster for the win. Winner is still Ring of Honor 6-man champion, The Embassy. Now, I've been saying this on my regular podcast and on pay-per-view preview predictions when it comes to AEW. They have a trios championship on AEW. Why can't we have a floating one? It would make things a lot more simpler. And don't tell me, oh, because they're two separate entities and that's how they're going to treat them. The tag team titles for the women in WWE, they float back both ways. So this should be the back both ways, and they should rename it to the AEW ROH 6-man trios championships. It'll solve Tony Khan's problem for now. But he comes out with more fucking championships than Carter's got liver pills right now. And it's getting ridiculous. You have a fucking TNT championship that means jack shit. It's worse than the fucking 24/7 championship. Then you have fucking goddamn basically two of the same titles that could have been collectively put into one. Then you got a fucking TBS championship that fucking sometimes you forget that there is one. Jade Cargill needs to lose that motherfucker, okay? And she needs to go on a losing streak, all right? And then on the Pied de Resistance, you got the new international championship, which has more prestige than fucking the TNT championship. And I'm swearing to God, Cody Rhodes is probably laughing at this whole entire thing because I'm laughing at it too. He tried to make that title so prestigious, and now look at it. It's better as a door stopper for my fucking goddamn bedroom. Sorry I went on a tangent, but it just irks me. Match 8. Madison Rayne versus Trish Adora. Adora sends Rayne into the turnbuckle head first and then delivers some elbows in the corner. Diving back elbow by Adora gets a 2 count. Northern Lights suplex with a bridge gets a 2. Adora looks for Lariat Tubman, but Rayne counters with a boot and a DDT. Ripcord Clout Cutter by Rayne gets a 2. Adora sidesteps and charging Rayne and connects with a German suplex with a bridge for a 2. Reigns catches Adora snoozing and hits a crucifix bomb for a 2. Rayne ducks a right hand but walks right into a lariat. Tubman, Larry Tubman, and that'll do it. Winner Trish Adora. Wow, 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 wow. That. Match 9. Matt Seidel and Christopher Daniels versus the Outrunners. Truth, Magnum, and Turbo Floyd are the Outrunners. And they look like the Beverly Brothers met the Dynamic Dudes. Just go and watch it if you haven't watched it. I'm telling you, it's hilarious. Daniels and Magnum start as Magnum attacks Daniels from behind. Bulldog by Floyd and a running blockbuster by Magnum. Seidel makes the tag, who clears the ring with the kicks to Floyd and a running Hurricane Rana to Magnum. Spinning heel kick to Magnum, cradle buster to Magnum, but Floyd makes the save. STO by Daniels to Floyd and a high kick to Magnum. Angel wings to Truth before Seidel hits him with the cradle neckbreaker. Winner Matt Seidel and Christopher Daniels. After the match, Aussie Open is here. Aussie Open wants a shot at the ROH World Tag Team Championship. And there's no better way to throw their name in the hat than beating the former champions like Seidel and Daniels. That match is going to be great, and it's going to be named after Jay Briscoe. In the main event, we have the ROH Championship, Wheeler Yuta versus Clark Connors. We start the match shoulder block by Connors to start, make that 2. Yuta fires in some chops as Connor calls him on. Yuta quickly floats over a Fujiwara armbar before forcing Connors to use his first rope break. Both men trade standing switches before Connors delivers a brainbuster. 1 count. Connors charged for the pounce, but gets punted in the face. Octopus stretched by Yuta, and Connors has to use the second rope break. Yuta quickly used a closed fist behind the referee's back before delivering a perfect plex for a 2 count. Top wrist lock as Yuta stomps on the bent wrist of Connors. Yuta now sends Connors shoulder first into the top turnbuckle. Big pounce by Connors, but Connors' shoulder is still bothering him. Shoulder charge and a back body drop by Connors now. Connors wants the full impact, so he looks for the pounce again, but eats a turnbuckle. Insiguri by Yuta and flying elbow off the top rope. Kip up by Yuta and a death lift. German suplex. Spear by Connors. Both men are down. Connors sends Yuta into the ropes, but Yuta returns with a shotgun dropkick. Leg trap top wrist lock by Yuta, but Connors fights out of some palm strikes from the bottom. Connors uses a closed fist and gets issued a warning. Yuta punches Connors in the face right in front of the referee, gladly taking a warning. Hammer and anvil elbow strike, but Connors rolls him up for a 2. Ankle lock by Connors, who has this move given to him by Ken Shamrock. Yuta gets the top rope and uses the first break. Power slam by Connors. Connors looked for a back suplex, but elbow gives out, and Yuta locks in the figure 4 crossface. Connors tries to reach the rope, but Yuta grabs the arm and rolls him into a pin combination as he taps the leg, and Yuta gets the win. Winner and still Ring of Honor champion Wheeler Yuta. And that is it. That's a really quick 35 minute review. It's a lot easier for me to do it this way because it's just easier. But that is it for Ring of Honor. I hope you like week 3, episode 2 of this new show. There will be more. Remember, next week, I think next week, no, the following week, in 2 weeks, you won't see this on you'll see it on a Saturday morning, but it won't be the regular episode. I will have the go home show and the preview, the preview and predictions for Ring of Honor. So because March 31st is Supercard of Honor, which I will be covering. So yeah, you're gonna see me a lot that weekend. We've got Stand and Deliver. We've got WrestleMania's Night 1 and 2. I'm gonna see what else is there during the day of Sunday. If there's anything else, you'll get a miscellaneous review of it, whatnot. But that is it. Hopefully everybody enjoyed this. I want everybody to join the rest of their Saturday. Hopefully you're having a cup of coffee, some breakfast, in bed. I hope in bed. Or if you're at work and you need something to pass the time, you got that. Um, Please do me a favor and go follow me on all my social media accounts. Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, Mel's Match Chat. Please check me out on Snapchat and Facebook. Also, please do me a favor and go check out the people over at Harry's.com. Go check out the people over at Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com. Go check out the people over at Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com. Go check out the people over at Death Wish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com. And please check this out. I'm hoping that it's going to be on Fight TV because I would really like to watch it. Please go check out the next show for HOG Wrestling so you can get all the information on House of Glory on their website, which is hogwrestling.net, and you can also get your tickets at the website. Please remember when you're doing the social media, remember April 2nd is World Autism Awareness Day. Please tag me into the video, the picture, whatever the case may be. Please tag me into it. Please also hashtag it World Autism Awareness Day, and let's light that day up in blue. Also, I will if you haven't checked out it, episode 282 is live on my YouTube channel. Go check that out. Please like, subscribe, and share all my notifications. And when you subscribe, please turn on my bell for all notifications. I will see you next Friday for episode 283. It's going to be dedicated to my mom, so I got to work on a picture so I can put it at the end of and probably right after it's right after the show starts. But have a great Saturday. Enjoy the rest of all my content and reach me out. Come in contact with me. I'm always ready for debates and stuff like that. So you have a great rest of your Saturday. I love you all. Back next week with episode 3, week 4 of Ring of Honor TV. All right. I love you. Have a great Saturday. Bye-bye.